this is our crafting hall. I'm just going to put this thing in my ear so I know that I can hear us and hear the in-game sound. And I'm just going to mess around with this wire for a bit. There we are. This is our crafting hall. And as you can see, we have a lot of crafting stations. And we're going to talk about them just a bit later. First, I'm going to head outside and say that this belongs to the builders. And this is one of our signposts. And I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to say that the stream has started. So as you can see...
I thought you were going to write "sharted" for a second.
I was gonna, but I decided not to. So as you can see, we have wooden signs that you can write stuff on. And that's always fun, in my opinion.
Yes. I remember all those Conan adventures where he went around writing on signs.
Oh yeah, Conan the Writer is what they called him, as far as I know.
Conan the Librarian.
Yes.
Come on.
And this is our crafting hall. As you can see, it is a tier 3 building. But we're going to quickly take a look at some of the other tiers. As you can see here, this is the 3 building tiers that you're going to have to work with in Conan Exiles. On the left, right in front of me here, is the tier 1 buildings, or sandstone.
Well, actually, I'm still working on the names.
Still working on the name. As always, everything is subject to change. This is the tier 1 buildings, at least. You can see the foundations underneath there. We have some stairs, some thatch roofs. I'm going to remove that. And to make this, you're basically just going to be using stone and wood, if I'm not mistaken.
And fiber.
And fiber, plant fiber, because you need something to tie everything together.
Yes.
And
these things of stone and wood.
yes, in the middle we have upgraded a little bit. This is the tier 2 building pieces, which you saw a lot of in the last live stream. And this is a bit more advanced because you need to craft your wood into logs, no planks, sorry.
Planks, yeah.
And you need to craft your stone into bricks, and you also need some kind of mortar to put it all together.
That is correct.
That is correct. And finally, you saw it already, this is our tier 3 stuff, which is the most advanced building pieces that we have.
Like, people ask about the destructibility of certain things. This cannot be damaged with weapons.
Yeah.
You'll need unconventional methods to get through a tier 3 reinforced wall.
For tier 1 buildings, you'll need you'll need iron weapons, and obviously explosives can damage anything.
Yep.
The avatars can also damage everything. For the tier 2 buildings, you're going to need steel weapons, and then finally for tier 3, which is our guild level buildings, basically, because it's going to take a lot of time and resources to get this stuff going. You're going to need explosives or avatars.
Your iron's a little rusty there. You should be...
Yeah, I don't...
You guys should polish your steel more often. It's unbelievable.
I polish my steel every morning, Joel.
Oh, dear.
Every single morning, I make sure that my steel...
We're going to play the Conan drinking game where every time he says something inappropriate.
You started it. That's what I'm going to say. So, for tier 3, which is what we're going to make today, we're going to need planks, we're going to need hardened bricks, which we're going to make later. We're going to need...
nice tying comment there.
You're welcome. We're going to need some steel reinforcement. And for tier 2, you're going to need iron reinforcement. So it's a lot of stuff to make. And we're hopefully, by the end of the stream, going to have something that reaches all the way up to that plateau that you can see in the middle, right there. And hopefully that's gonna work out, and hopefully Joel isn't gonna be all over me. Apparently there's no game sound, so I should just go in here and unmute that. So that's good. And here we have another player. This is Torregel, who's going to be our resource harvester. And he's gonna run around and collect all the stuff we need and put them into crafting machines and help us basically make the building pieces that we're gonna be using. And over here we have some thrall dancers who are dancing the day away for us, giving us some health regen buffs. And Norwegians might recognize this as the Frikar dance from Eurovision, when Alexander Rybak won the entire thing.
Really? You think that's what Norwegians will recognise it from?
I hope that's Norwegians.
Not the Harlingkast.
Or that.
Not the world famous Norwegian national dancing thing.
No.
That people do. Well, it's not world famous, I guess, but.
I will admit that the first thing that I went to was Alexander Rybak and Frikar.
That's because you're the type of person who understands what Eurovision is.
Yes, having grown up with it, that's how it is.
I grew up in Australia. And it's pretty big there too. Apparently, we're a part of Eurovision now.
Yeah, you are. And over here we have our Wheel of Pain, where our thralls are working away at pushing it and grinding stuff. So we're going to run into our crafting hall and take a look at some of the things that we have here. So, to make tier 3 building materials, we're going to need a lot of stuff. We're going to need a lot of coal and bark for things. We're going to need wood, we're going to need stone, plant fiber, ironstone. We're going to eventually need ichor, brimstone, hide, pitch. As you can see, there are a lot of ingredients that have to go into all of this stuff. And
every time you hear the door slam and someone banging through, it's just our slightly uncoordinated marketing director that's coming into the room and, tripping over things, banging around like a drunkard on a Saturday night. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to start off getting some coal. And then some stone, because we need some bricks. And bricks are made in a furnace, and this furnace is already going. So that's good. And as you can see, we already have some bricks right here. We're going to let this burn for a little bit.
And show the thrall that we have attached to this one.
And this is our thrall. He is I believe he is attached to the...
If you go back into the machine interface.
Yes.
You can see him down here.
Yes.
So we have an artisan attached, which allows us to craft extra things here.
Yep.
And speeds up our crafting times as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, after we've made bricks, which is slowly being crafted away, we're going to have to go to our second furnace, which is going to be over here. And here we're making hardened bricks, or reinforced bricks, if you will, which we're making with building binding. Now you might ask, how do we make building binding? Well, and I hope you're taking notes. We make building binding with a mixer, which you can see right here, and we have a Darfari thrall, which we've captured and prepared in advance.
To be a plumber of some type?
Yes, she does. And by combining plant fiber and ichor, which is stuff you get from insects and spiders and things, we're going to be making building binding, which is the stuff that holds everything together.
See how it says XX in the name?
Yeah.
That means that I have not named it yet.
Yes. So it's it's still a placeholder, but it's going to be named eventually. All right. For our tier 3 buildings, we're also going to need planks, and we make planks with wood. Obviously, I'm just going to put some more coal into here and some more stone so they can work away. To make planks, we're going to need our woodworking bench, where there's already some wood, and we basically craft it like we craft everything else.
The thralls will actually animate.
Okay.
By the way, the ones we have some of them just sitting there now, but we're working on the animations.
Yeah.
We've motion captured a bunch, and we're bringing them in slowly.
Yes.
So.
And in addition to planks and some hardened bricks, we're also going to need steel reinforcement, like I mentioned earlier. And to get steel reinforcement, we need steel bars. And to get steel bars, we need iron and something called steel fire, which we will use, which we will put into a furnace, and then everything's gonna, hopefully, it's gonna start spitting out some steel bars for us. I'm gonna go into my other furnace, put out some, those are regular bricks. Let's see, turn this on.
It's gonna be really hot in this room. You guys have there's a lot of furnaces.
Yeah, these poor thralls, they have no chest hair because they're standing so close to the furnaces that all their chest hair has just been burnt off. And that's why they don't have facial hair either. They have regular hair because I don't know why.
You could have given them a skullet. And
yeah,
then,
we
and
could
then
have.
they would have
Like this guy has a skullet.
sort of.
Yeah.
He's got a half skullet.
Yes. So now that we have our 3 stuff here, we can go ahead and we can just... no, wait, we don't have steel reinforcement. I just took the steel bars. That's...
being crafted at one of
being
your 15
crafted
furnaces?
in the metal working bench, where you just place the steel, and then you hit craft, and then it'll craft away. And this is gonna obviously take some time. As you can see, it's slowly ticking up, which is why the tier 3 stuff is the guild level things. You're gonna need a lot of people, and you're gonna need a lot of machines, a lot of time, a lot of resources to make all of this stuff. And because, you know, we want something for people to strive towards.
Exactly. It's I mean, it's high-end stuff. It's fine.
Yeah, and Steelfire, if I'm remembering my notes correctly, my mental notes, is made with something called pitch and brimstone. Brimstone is something you find out in the world, and pitch is a byproduct of using the tannery. So whenever you use the tannery over here, I feel kind of like a school teacher going through
I'm just sort of flabbergasted and bewildered as you go through everything.
Yes.
Who knew that our game had such depth in the building system?
Such depth and complexity. And as you're making the tannery, it's going to make pitch automatically. So you're putting bark and hide to make leather, and then pitch is going to come as a byproduct.
Some people are confused about the use of bark in a tannery, but bark is actually full of the thing that gives tanneries the name, tannin.
Oh,
which
really?
are chemicals. Yeah, they used to soak bark in water. Essentially, that was how they used to cure leather back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in Conan's day.
Back in Conan's day. We learn something new every day, and this is canon. And
now I'm
the Conan canon.
Now I'm Captain Lecturer myself.
Yes, you are. That's very good. The things you learn on a stream. And as you can see here, we have Turegil, or Athena, as he's calling himself. And
he's a lot prettier in the game than in real life, I gotta say. No offense, but
and if this works, he should be able to hear us. Turegil, can you hear us? Talk to us, Turegil.
Definitely can.
Hey, he can hear us.
Hello, guys.
fantastic.
And I can hear him. You can't hear him because you're not wearing a headset.
I don't have.
And
I don't have your fashion assessment.
yes. Hopefully, the guys watching the stream at home can hear this as well, because yeah, there's in-game voice chat. And of course, you can also just use the.
Yeah, just gathering some more stuff for you guys.
Awesome! Thank you so much.
Athena's
of course,
wearing.
you can also use the chat box down on the left there. Athena's using the what?
Which armor tier is that?
That would be the tier 3 armor, and
Heavy.
I'm wearing it as well. And
Oh, look at that luxurious mane of hair.
oh yeah, this is our.
You're a beautiful, beautiful man.
This is our barbarian Fabio character, as I like to call him, because you know he is fabulous.
He is fabulous.
He is incredibly fabulous. So yeah, this is in a nutshell what you do to make the tier 3.
This is our sweatshop full of slaves.
Yes.
Working at open furnaces, and
they're literally sweating because it's so warm in front of the
now we're going to
furnaces.
start building.
Now we're going to start building. We have cheated a bit, and
What do you mean?
we have pre-generated some of the crafting stuff that we're going to be using.
I'm impressed
So I'm
that
just
box
gonna-
can hold.
Yeah,
50 balls.
it's a very big box. I think it's something tells me the exile lands were visited by a British time traveler at some point with a blue wooden box where he bestowed upon them some of his technology.
Yes,
And
and filled it
then,
with timey-wimey stuff.
Yes, filled it with timey-wimey stuff. That's you know your references. That's very good, Joel. And we're gonna take a lot of the stuff. We're gonna take some walls and stuff with windows, foundations, etc., 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 and then we're just gonna let Turegil run around and collect some more things, and make all of this stuff as we go along.
So our production chain is, you get to do the cool part of placing and being creative, and Toregil is going to run around collecting cool stuff for you and bringing it
Yes.
to you. Nice. I like that.
Yeah, it's how we do it in around the Funcom office.
Kind of how development works.
Yeah, that's You tell the artists and everyone all the cool shit we need, and then they just.
And then
do
I
it.
sit back like this,
Yeah, and then they just do it,
and it just happens.
Yeah.
Magically.
So, if you haven't tuned into, like we presented some building stuff in our first stream, but for our new viewers, we could show some of the stuff that we can do with building. Everything starts with a foundation, and it looks like this when you want to place it out, and you can adjust the height of the thing by holding down the shift key, and you can spin it around if you want to. If you want different angles to
You can also
everything.
tilt. I don't know
You
if
can also tilt
one.
it, but I don't think you can tilt the
No, foundation
yeah.
probably not. No.
The reason the stream goes a bit weird whenever I hit control is because control is now our crouch button,
Yes.
and this that looks like this. I think I'm gonna jump in here and I'm gonna rebind it to the C key, and then just now the control button is free. All right, so foundations are the foundations of buildings.
That was deep, man.
Yes. As you can see here, all the floor here is foundation, and then you attach everything else to the foundations. Modular building, as it's called. And it's basically working very simply, and you just get an outline, and it'll also tell you which is the front and the back of the wall, which I think is a pretty neat thing.
Yes, I always prefer to know the back from the front. And
Yes.
vice versa. I think it's very important.
I think we should maybe try to go light on the blue jokes, Joel.
Blue jokes? Is that a Norwegian expression?
I don't know. And if you place down something and you feel, oh shit, I haven't really, I didn't want it right there.
You
can just hold down the E key and hit dismantle, and then it'll pop, puff away.
And return some of the ingredients to you.
That's really good too, in case you need to make something. I think it's about half the ingredients that you need to make it, so you're still gonna have to work a bit to get the stuff going. And we're gonna start off by just placing some foundations here. Foundations give your structures stability, and you can build in a certain radius outside the foundations until you then have to put down some more foundations again. So I'm just going to start here by placing these two. Then, since we're going upwards, some staircases. And if I want to. I was wondering if you were going to start singing Stairway to Heaven at some point during this stream. And then suddenly you're singing
At some point. Like I need an excuse.
Yeah, because I was also, in my brain just now, starting to sing Stairway to Heaven. So as you can see, we've started on our staircase, and then we're going to start building out some platforms. And the foundations can only hold a certain number of pieces, so you can see here I can't snap any of this to the sides here, so we're going to need some more foundations. But luckily, you can build foundations right into the mountain.
Yes,
that's really cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then they provide stability as well.
Yes.
So.
I'm gonna, hopefully this gets placed inside the mountain somewhere, and then I'm gonna place one over there. And now we can continue building. And I'm running out of building pieces, so we're gonna just give myself some more stuff here, like this. And we also have, in addition to walls and doorways, we also have fences that look a bit like this. So you can make big, like, watchtowers on your bases.
Are you trying to trigger me to sing? Sorry.
I wasn't going to trigger you to start singing all on the watchtower, but if you want to,
it just seemed like you threw out watchtower with a nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more, say no more. And I was like, well,
I really like that song. I really do. We're gonna continue going upwards, and I'm gonna start putting out some more stuff here, and some foundations over there as well. And I can also place out some of the triangle foundations that we have, because in addition to squares, we also have triangles, which I really like.
I believe it's a good addition.
Yes.
It allows you to build very interesting shapes.
Now here's something interesting. I can't place the final triangle, and that is because we don't have stability for it. Because I think it's...
But it looks a little bit like the Millennium Falcon, so I think we're good.
But I wanted a nice circle shape because the esthetician in me, my aesthetics.
Yeah, no, I understood. I just esthetician.
I don't know if that's the proper term. I don't think it's the proper term.
Yeah.
But I like things to be aesthetically pleasing in my video games. Structures among them. So hopefully by placing that triangle foundation down here, we're going to place another triangle here. And then we have a nice circle shape that we're going to...
Stability Tetris is what we're playing here.
Basically, yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah. So, so far we've only made...
We put a game in your game.
So you can game while you game. That's some choice memes there from...
Dank, dude, dank.
From... when was that? 2000?
I don't know.
7?
I'm on the internet occasionally, I have no idea.
Yeah, you can follow Joel on Twitter if you want to.
I wouldn't recommend.
I don't know if you should.
No.
Alright, so we're gonna start up once more here, and I think I'm gonna try to turn this staircase around, and hopefully...
Can we just take a moment here, step back, and admire the magnificence of what you've created so far?
Sure, we can do that. Let's go down.
I feel like we're just we're rushing through this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not allowing people to adequately grasp the scope of
absolutely.
This. So this is cool. So
in just a few minutes, I've basically built this. And I think it's looking all right, but it's gonna need some some more like housing type look to it.
So I have a question.
Yeah,
and it's kind of a silly question because I know how this works, but it's good to get this out on the live stream.
Absolutely.
If someone was to come along and say smash some of the lower foundations here, what would happen?
What would happen then is your entire thing would crumble,
except for the ones that are attached to the foundations.
Except for ones that are attached to the foundations. So for example, if I walk up to this and I were able to smash it, which we're going to simulate now by me hitting dismantle, things would just fall down.
Only the pieces that lose their stability,
yes,
right? So
exactly. And so if I want to rebuild stuff, then I need to place the foundations again, and I could then I can replace everything if I'm there we go.
Nice. Yeah, I just wanted to show that. So you can... Theoretically, not everything's going to rely on the one pillar that you have at the bottom.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
There's stability up the side of the face of the cliff. And that means that really secure bases are very possible.
Absolutely. And so you should... It's best to not have one foundation and then build from that thing. Which I tried earlier today, and it fell like a pancake, and it was kind of fun.
Fell like a pancake.
Yeah, just like...
nice.
Like that.
That's a nice metaphor.
Yeah. And I'm going to try to place some stairs, and everything, as you can see, it snaps to available points in front of you, and it's a bit tricky at times to work it, but it's still being tweaked, obviously, this being pre-early access. But going up here, this is interesting. Now I can't place anything, and so we're gonna need some more stability, but I can't place any foundation attached to this piece. Then what do? We use pillars. And so I'm going to have to place, at least try to place, a pillar underneath the platform that I just put up all the way up there. And so pillars are on my 8 key. As you can see, it's the same thing. It snaps to the platform, and then you just start building downwards until you hit the ground.
And that's where they gain the stability. They don't gain stability until they're touching.
Yes.
So you can't go up and build on a pillar that's underneath.
Yeah.
No attachments.
But you can place pillars on platforms underneath platforms, and then they gain stability, which I think is really neat because then you don't have to build through the entire thing.
That's correct.
Because aesthetics is important for me and other people. So we're going to build out this platform here. And we're going to try to make it look nice and square all the way out, and I think... No, I can't. Maybe I can place... And as you can see here, it's very faint, but I managed to place some foundations in there, and that will keep the entire thing supported. And then I can just start placing out some walls, which I'm going to do now. And then they will just clip into the cliff face, and in my opinion, look really good while they're doing it. I feel like some sort of TV salesman person when I'm doing this pitching thing.
It's fine. It's just I'm just enjoying it because I'm not the one having to talk and play at the same time. And when you have to concentrate on playing while talking, you always.
Yep.
Well, you know, there are people who are good at it.
And there are people who have only done it for 3 times now.
Exactly.
This being the 3rd one. But you know, it's going to be alright.
At least it's authentic.
Yeah, I like to think so. And hopefully I can place my last wall there. And but you know, it's a bit boring with just, you know, the open sky above me. So, you know, I want some ceiling on this stuff. So I'm going to grab my roofs. I want a roof is what I want. And then I can just, it's the same thing. It snaps. And sometimes it doesn't snap correctly. So I'm going to walk up here and hopefully not destroy the, yes, there we go. And then I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do this. It's a bit tricky. I hate it. And if you wind up in a situation like I just did, you can mess it up. But then you can also just use the mouse wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you can turn it. That's what I was forgetting. But then
I was going to say, why aren't you just mouse scrolling here? But, oh well.
Because it won't always work, Joel.
Won't it always work?
It should always work. And hopefully everything will just snap real easily into place where I want them, but not always. And this is frustrating. And
yeah.
And
wait, are people asking if they can build in caves? You can build. You can currently build in caves. I'm not sure what we're going to allow for the early access launch because I don't want people restricted from going into some of the caves and places. So we'll see. We'll see what we allow. You probably won't be able to build around the entrances to caves, for example.
Roof's not working, Joel. That's interesting. But we're gonna. I think this might work. No, it won't. I swear I tested this earlier. And we're gonna make a platform out here, and then we're gonna keep on building.
Keep on building.
Keep on building. And now again, we need some more stability.
You'll get the roof to work if you get up on top of it, of course.
Yeah, but then I need to get on top of it, and that's a bit of a workaround. But we can get there if we just need some more stability.
We can get there if we just believe in fairies.
Clap if you believe in fairies.
Let's do this. Sorry, your optimism, it's catching.
Really? That's good. Because last time we did this, I was described as the grumpy one for some reason. And it's really weird now being the optimistic one.
It's just because people have seen Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and you do look a little bit like Grumpy.
Do I?
Yeah, I mean, don't worry about it.
I was always hoping that I looked like the one with glasses, because I have glasses.
Right, no, I look like Dopey, so you know,
Yeah.
you could be worse off.
There we go. Now it's all the way to the ground, and there's stability. Yes.
Oh.
And as you can see, Torregel is slowly running up the stairs here. With
Torregel looks a bit like Pippi Longstrump.
He does.
Ha, kommer Pippi Long. Yeah, sorry.
That's really good. All the Swedes in the chat
Swedes are
gonna love this.
Represent
Absolutely.
Sweden. Represent.
And he's placing out some more stuff for us. As you can see, he's making all the things that we need for this. And now, I think we should have some stability here. Yeah, we do. 100% stability, and then we can start building towards a wall again. And then we have a foundation in there, and then we have some more stability. So, and I'm gonna place out some fences, so hopefully people don't fall off when they go into this platform.
It's kind of funny if they do that.
It's happened to me a couple of times, just like a quick turn, and then, yeah, then I fell off.
I only make pyramids with double staircases, so there's no falling off my buildings.
That is very smart. That is very smart. And I think for this next one that I want to place out some more triangles. Maybe also a triangle foundation, so that we can have some more stability.
Triangle man, triangle man.
And again, I can just place out a staircase, hopefully.
Where do you want to place that staircase?
I want to place it that way.
Okay.
So then I can grab another triangle and maybe not attach another triangle to it.
You're gonna have to pillar your pillars?
No, I think I'm fine. I've managed to place out some more foundations, and maybe now we'll have the stability we need. No, we don't. I think I'm going to dismantle this staircase, watch this thing fall down. I really love, at the risk of sounding like I'm bragging,
you really love physics.
I really love physics.
Yeah. Newtonian physics.
Yeah. Even though I didn't really take physics at all, but I really like it when things crumble in our game. I really like it when things just fall down and get destroyed. And so that's what I'm going to be doing after we launch in early access. I'm going to run around and crumble things. I'm going to dismantle that because I placed it in the wrong spot, and then I think we can just place a staircase right there up against the side of the mountain. And some triangles here to fill it out and make it nice. And then not place a fence in front of my staircase.
Spiky fence.
Yes, but then of course I'm just gonna blow it up again. And there we are. And I think maybe we can place out some more walls here. Because, you know, in case we see people... oh, I see something coming.
Uh-oh.
I believe this is the sandstorm.
I think there might be a sandstorm.
And I think I'm going to turn the sandstorm off.
What?
Okay, we're not going to turn the sandstorm off.
Oh, let's go hide.
Let's go hide. All right, we're going to hide in this building right here.
Well, no.
Sandstorm's not going to get us in here.
So, well, you should be looking at the sky when the sandstorm comes. It's like the moment.
That's true. I should be doing that. I'm just gonna...
Fair enough.
Here it is. We are in the sandstorm.
We're experiencing the sandstorm coming. It's not here yet, right? So
I don't think it is right here yet.
I would get inside though because it's going to start damaging you in a minute.
All right, then I'm going to jump inside and.
See, sandstorm's not on when you're inside. So
we should have some torches.
Do you have any torches?
I don't have any torches, but maybe we can spawn inside.
We don't need.
We don't need torches.
We don't need
no stinking torches.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just go to the.
But the thing is, Joel, we can't just stay in here and wait for the sandstorm to blow over.
Why? Because you don't want to? Fine.
Because I'd rather be out and build stuff. But I think...
There's a sandstorm over there.
The sandstorm. As you can see there it is. That's the wall of the sandstorm. And it's making its way through the exile lands. And
oh, I know where we are.
Our lovely thralls are still dancing away. Right into the apocalypse.
Beautiful.
Right into the apocalypse. And there we can see this slowly but surely it's dissipating.
We survived the horrible sandstorm of
Indeed we did.
2017.
And you might ask yourself, is there a reason to go into the sandstorm?
Yes.
And then we're going to say yes.
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is. And I'm going to place some more walls here because...
also, you might die if you stay outside in the sandstorm. There's also that reason.
Absolutely. You really should stay inside unless you have the breather mask, which we've shown off. You can find that on the Steam hub, and you can find it a lot of other places. Let's see. There we are. Now it doesn't fail to place. And yeah, same thing again. And if I wanted to, I could have placed a doorway here and just finished the wall all the way over there, which I think I'm going to do actually. And if you suddenly find yourself facing the outer face, then you can just scroll away and then it'll turn the right way again. And there we go. We're going to place a doorway right about there, and we have another shelter. And now if I wanted to, I could have placed, for example, fences there, and it would have been a great spot for shooting people down with arrows, for instance.
Yeah, you can also do it through the windows, but it's a little bit limited.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky.
I could kill those trolls from here.
Yeah, we could have shot them, but we're gonna let them continue dancing.
They're your trolls, it's fine.
Because you know, it took a while to capture them.
They're fairly happy after they've been broken on the Wheel of Pain. Those guys.
Yeah, they're my monkeys.
Wheel of Pain.
They will dance. My monkeys will dance.
The Wheel of Pain brought out my inner dancer.
Yes. I'm just gonna place out some ceilings, just to make everything nice and cozy, nice and hjemmekoselig, as we say in Norway. Which, you know, half our audience is going to understand. Now I placed that one wrong. That's fine. I can place it there. And then we're going to need some more stability. Stability is always key, people. And I think I can place something here. And I can continue working my way up towards the platform that we were going to. I'm going to try building, let's see, outwards a little bit. I'm going to keep placing my fences so people won't fall down. And I'm going to need some more stability, it seems.
Pillar, pillar, pillar?
Pillar, or I'm going to... or I had the wrong building piece selected. It's very important, my dear chat, to use the right piece when you're trying to build and not use the wrong piece like I tried to do. And we should probably tell them about the repair hammer as well, which I just remembered. So, as you can see, the repair hammer will let you repair things if you have the prerequisite ingredients that you need. And then you can see the health of all your building pieces as you walk around and
we did briefly touch on this in the last live stream, I think. I like that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Owner was never set, which means it could have been Mitra or Chrome or Ymir.
Oh yeah. But I think this guy is a Chrome worshipper. Although, as we've previously established, Chrome doesn't care if you worship him. He'll just sit there on his mountain and
send dooms your way if you try.
Be a bit of a dick.
You know, he gave you the strength to strive and slay when you were born.
Indeed.
He doesn't need to do more than that.
We're gonna need some more stability again, and so I'm gonna start placing out a pillar under here and work my way down. No, I shouldn't, because then I'm gonna hit my stairs.
Symmetrical.
I think then that we're going to dismantle this thing. And all it falls down.
Except the pillars.
Except the pillars. But we're gonna cheat a bit and destroy them. I think I'm just gonna dismantle this here as well. And continue building upwards. Or not.
No, I think you're hitting the cliff there if you go too far over.
Probably. Collision stuff is always something that you need to be a bit wary of, and of course always keep using the correct building pieces. And now we're almost inside the cliff, so we should probably now maybe I can start making my way. Come on, there we go. Up here and out here. That's good. There we go. Now we got it. And as you can see, in about half an hour or so, I've actually managed to make quite a cool little fortress up in the cliffs here. And here I'll be safe from all the other exiles and everyone else trying to destroy my stuff. And we're just about ready to reach the plateau. We just need to find a way to curve our way over here again. And so I'm going to try to place some more triangles. Some triangles. Get it? Yeah? Joel didn't like that joke. Come on, Joel. It's not that bad.
It was just a week of Christmas with people making jokes like that.
Yep.
Did you ever open those, those paper hat things that have the really bad jokes?
I have one here, which I found in my back pocket, because on December the 26th, I went to my...
I'm not sure I want to wear it if it's been in your back pocket, but anyway.
That's a lovely crown.
Now I can tell you...
All hail, King Joel.
Now I can tell you one of those ridiculous jokes. No, I won't.
You can go ahead and tell me a ridiculous joke. I'm sure you're full of ridiculous jokes.
I'm full of them, I just don't have any that are appropriate for Twitch.
And then we're going to build all the way down until it touches the ground, and then we're going to have stability again. And now I think I'm going to place some triangles here and there. And then let's keep going. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to reach the platform now. And
there are things in the world that you'll see when you're playing, ruins and structures that are on top of very high cliffs. You'll need to build your way up to them.
Yeah.
There's no easy way to reach those locations, so you'll have to build your way up if you want to find out what's on top of certain mountain tops.
Then, with a final piece, a staircase, we reach the top of the mountain.
You've doubled the vulnerability of your base by having 2 entrances. Well done, sir. Not very tactical, but well done.
I don't think this place is reachable, though. Is it? Maybe not. Who knows?
I see a hyena, so I'm pretty sure it's reachable.
And there's a kudu, and as you can see here, we could have reached this place if we just looped around, but I like building. But like right here, we can place
there's a cave
gate and a wall, and
there's a cave.
There's a cave right there. I wonder what's inside the cave.
I don't know. I just saw it.
There might be some things inside the cave. Some things that I don't really enjoy. And our marketing director just gave us a rather good tip.
Apparently people would like us to blow up what we just created.
I think we should blow it up.
I think we should too.
I think we should blow it up.
I like to...
I
love the smell of napalm in the morning.
If you want to, you can just continue building here, and then you can reach all the way up there. And I actually tried this a couple of days ago. Managed to build something all the way up to that the top.
Was it this that you guys showed in the building video that you released today?
No, that was something Torregil had made. But if you go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Funcom, you can find our latest building video, which shows off some of the more the cliff stuff that you can build, and like build giant bridges between like across a gap and across a canyon is what I was looking for. And it's hopefully going to be hopefully going to look good.
Indeed. So one of the things that I've seen a few people commenting on about the game, especially since you know people love the avatars, but people have concerns about how the avatars will demolish bases in seconds that you've worked for months, on and so forth.
Yeah.
We have a few mechanics that will, hopefully be able to help you defend against avatars. First of all, summoning an avatar takes time and resources. To even get to the stage where you're able to summon an avatar, you need to have, basically done the full crafting loop in the game all the way to the very top. Be at the highest level, have captured a high priest of the religion that you are trying to craft an avatar of, enthralled them, force them to work at your altar, and then when you craft the avatar, you destroy that altar, so you have to start from scratch. When you begin summoning the avatar, a shaft of light comes down upon you from the heavens, indicating your position to everybody else in the playfield. And summoning the avatar takes time.
And they're also going to get, I think everyone's going to get like a little notification saying this player is summoning an avatar.
Right. And then you'll be able to go there and obviously kill the person before they summon the avatar. But once the avatar is summoned, the player who summoned the avatar is completely vulnerable to attack while the avatar is being is in existence in the playfield. So you can basically find the person who summoned the avatar and kill them while they're in the middle of having the avatar, and that will immediately end the avatar attack. So we have countermeasures in place. We want people to feel that it's free. And in addition to that, we have, of course, we will discuss what we're doing for the offline players a little later. But so there are countermeasures to be taken against avatars. It's not going to be a crush free for all. But one of the other aspects of the game that we've really been trying to encourage is that people build bases that are slightly spread out, because an avatar can't destroy everything very quickly either, right? And you only have a very limited amount of time controlling an avatar.
They're very big and they're very slow because they're so big.
They're very slow. So, all right, we're gonna start spawning in some explosive barrels, and I think we're just gonna show the spawn panel.
Because because like So server admins.
Yeah, so we're gonna have this panel that we've been using ourselves for the last few weeks.
It's a bit. It's coder.
It's
very
art.
basic.
It's coder art. It's fine.
It looks like this.
It's basic, but it's cool. It lets you spawn any item in the game by searching. You can resources, gear, explosive jar. You can set the quantity.
And I think I'm gonna give myself 100.
Yeah. On the left, you can see lots of other commands.
200. And we're also going to get a bow.
Did you spawn 200?
200 explosive barrels.
Are you going to be able to move?
Hopefully, yes.
Have you been cheating your encumbrance?
I think we can also change the player stats and cheat our encumbrance, which we're doing right now.
So
just click on that a bit.
Server admins will have access to this. Actually, anybody on the server can gain access to this if they're given the password to become an admin on the server.
And then I'm going to give myself 10 fire arrows so we can light this sucker.
So you'll be able to see some of the cool stuff. The fire arrows have flames on them now?
They do.
Good.
At least I hope they do.
Well, they didn't the last time. But
Alright.
That's alright. We've been working on them.
So, I think we should start at the top and then maybe just make like a giant chain of explosive barrels.
Sure, let's try that. The domino effect and see what happens.
See what happens. Alright, we're going to run all the way back up these stairs.
If this crashes the server, though, I'm just going to say it's your fault.
Oh yeah,
it's not my fault.
I will take 100% responsibility for crashing the server if the server crashes.
Now, do you think players on Twitch will be annoyed if we don't look at the explosions? We are, after all, cool guys.
Oh yeah, we're going to walk away from.
We're going to walk away, but probably they want to see it, so we should.
Yeah, we should show the explosions, and we're just going to start placing out barrels. And
you've really clustered them tightly there.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of barrels.
I think we're. Oh, okay.
We're gonna
be. What sort of graphics card do we have in this thing?
1070.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be fine, I guess.
Should I pick some of this up and maybe move it to somewhere else?
No, I'm just wondering if it's if it's gonna handle all the physics destruction.
You know, that is what I'm wondering as well.
Okay.
I'm going to jump across this, and I'm going to start backing up a bit.
Now, there may be a slight bug with the explosive barrels, but we'll find out.
Here's hoping there isn't. Because, you know, this I want this to be really cool looking.
Oh, well, I know how to detonate them even if there's a bug in them.
Okay.
I'm just saying, there might be.
We're just going to keep adding them.
The anticipation. This had better be a really good one.
It's really killing me as well. What I'm worried about is just all the barrels exploding and then nothing happening. It's something.
It'll do enough damage to destroy your building pieces, and that's working just fine. So this is going to be live on air testing of the explosive barrel system. I might add that crafting explosive barrels takes time.
Yeah, brimstone is difficult to get, and crafting explosive barrels is hard to do.
But they are very pretty. I like that symbol of set.
Oh, absolutely! It's they make some nice explosions. You can see in our building video a barrel taking down, well, not a barrel, several barrels taking down a tower with a pretty good explosion. And we're going to place out some...
You're like the Michael Bay of game developers.
Oh, yeah. Which is weird, because I don't really like Michael Bay's movies. Yeah. I think we're going to place one there. And maybe that's going to be our final one?
Could be.
Could be.
This is going to be interesting. Live on air testing of the explosive barrel system.
Hit my fire arrows.
Alright. If this doesn't work, we'll back up.
I'm really nervous now. Alright. Let's do it.
No, that seemed to work alright.
That was some explosions.
But it did not destroy your building.
It did not destroy my buildings.
Huh.
I think we're going to need some more barrels.
Okay. Can you pull out your repair hammer? I want to see if it damaged them properly.
I can pull out my repair hammer.
Let's check it.
This is live bug testing, people. Oh yeah. It hurt it, but it's going to take a lot of explosions. To take this thing down, I believe.
Yeah, they seem to have a lot more hit points than they probably should have.
Yep.
Nice.
So I think we're gonna just place out a lot of these things around here, and That was a bit anticlimactic in my opinion, but sometimes that happens when you stream a game.
Sometimes things just blow up too early.
Yes.
Sometimes.
That's the tier 3 stuff. It's gonna be really powerful.
Go blow up the tier 1 house.
Yeah, of course. And maybe the tier 2 stuff. Let's see. I should be able to gain entry here as well. I don't know why it's called the sandstone window, but it is for some reason. And,
really? Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I know why. Because I fail.
Place one there.
Editing names in databases. I fail, apparently.
And more barrels. We have a lot of barrels.
You really, really like barrels.
I like things I like it when things blow up. It's fun. You know? It's fun to watch it blow up. And I think we're gonna just place some more stuff here. And hopefully. I think this should be enough.
You think?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You might want to place one at the top of the stairs. You can easily...
Yeah.
Conan Exiles is an open-world survival game in which you use the freeform building system to craft yourself a village or city, which you then use as a base to fend yourself. In order to dominate your enemies, you're going to need to create a safe location, a place that you can store weapons, supplies, a place which you decorate and you invite your friends to show off, a place where your clan can gather to discuss their war plans.
Building is a very important aspect of the game because it is the main way to secure your goods.
Conan Exiles has a really nice freeform building system. Basically, we've tried to create a building system which is as flexible as possible. That means that it allows you to build buildings almost anywhere.
One of the cool features that we have is that you can build a house on a mountainside if you want.
In order to craft higher tier items, players will need to create crafting stations. These are things like forges, armor making benches, woodworking benches, tanneries.
We have a huge selection of placeables and decoration. You have tables and shelves and barrels and candles.
You can craft gongs and horns, which you can use to signal the approach of your enemies or to let your friends know to open the gate. You can kill some of the hardest creatures in the game, chop off their head and have that mounted on the wall of your living room.
Some of those decorative pieces are also little toys. Like, for example, you can place an archery target that you can shoot at and it will give you a score depending on how close to the bullseye your shot was. Thralls are another major component of crafting.
When players start to get into the thrall system, they'll be able to go out into the world and capture artisan thralls. And once you place, for example, a Stygian smith at a Stygian forge, suddenly you have access to Stygian weapons because his knowledge becomes your knowledge.
You can attack other players' structures. Depending on the tier of the structure you're attacking, some weapons are going to be ineffective. You can also craft explosives that you can use that affect all tiers of building. When you plan your base, you should also make sure you have enough space for an altar, and you need altars in order to unlock the religion path.
The avatar is the ultimate expression of your religious fervor in the game.
When facing enemies with ability to summon avatars, it pays off to think on your base layout carefully.
When one of them steps on your city wall, it's going to crumble. They say home is where the heart is, but in Conan Exiles, home is where you keep the hearts of your enemies.